A man stepped into the clearing. His face was scarred and his eyes were cold. He wore the armor of Karumo. Amani's heart pounded. She knew his face. He was one of Sefu's commanders. He smiled. "Princess," he said, "King Sefu will be pleased to know you're alive." Amani's breath caught. She glanced toward the path behind him, blocked. "Come quietly, and I won't have to hurt you." Amani lifted her knife. "I'm not going anywhere." The man's smile widened as he drew his sword. Amani lunged! Amani's hand tightened on the knife. The Karumo commander circled her slowly, his sword glinting in the fading light. His eyes were cold, mocking. "You've grown," he said. "King Sefu will enjoy breaking you." Amani's heart raced. She forced her breath to steady. She knew how to fight. Mama Casey had taught her well. The commander lunged. Amani dodged to the side, quick as a shadow. His sword cut through the air inches from her face. She slashed her knife toward his side. He twisted, blocking her strike with the flat of his blade. "You're fast," he said, "but you're not ready." He came at her again, faster this time. Amani ducked, rolling beneath the swing of his sword. She came up behind him, striking toward his exposed back. His elbow shot back, hard. Amani stumbled, gasping as pain exploded in her ribs. The commander turned, smiling. "You fight well for a girl," he said, "but you are still just a girl." Amani's hand tightened on the knife. "Maybe." Her eyes flicked toward the ground behind him. The commander followed her gaze. Too late. Amani lunged forward, slamming the knife into his thigh. He screamed and dropped to his knee. Amani didn't hesitate. She grabbed his sword from his hand and drove the blade into his chest. The commander's eyes widened in shock. He gasped once, then fell silent. Amani stood over his body, breathing hard. "I'm not a girl anymore." Amani returned to Mama Casey's hut, the sword still in her hand. Mama Casey's eyes narrowed. "You killed him." Amani's hand trembled as she set the sword down. "He was from Karumo." Mama Casey nodded slowly. "They know you're alive now." Amani's chest tightened. "Let them come." Mama Casey studied her face. "You are ready," she said, "but you cannot take back Njoro alone." "I don't care," Amani said. "Sefu killed my family. He destroyed my kingdom. He will answer for it." Mama Casey's eyes darkened. "Yes, but you must be smart. Even a lion does not hunt alone." Amani's jaw clenched. "Who would fight with me?" Mama Casey's smile was thin. "The people of Njoro have not forgotten you." Mama Casey led Amani deep into the forest, where a hidden camp lay beneath the trees. Rough-looking men and women sat around fires, hunters, farmers, and former warriors. Their eyes sharpened when they saw Amani. An older man stood. He wore a patch over one eye, and a jagged scar ran down his cheek. "Princess?" Amani lifted her chin. "I am Amani, daughter of Jabari." The man's scarred face softened. "I fought for your father." Amani stepped forward. "Then fight for me now." The camp fell into silence. The one-eyed man studied her for a long moment. Then he knelt. "I will fight for you, my queen." One by one, the others knelt too. Mama Casey smiled. The lion has found her pride. For weeks, Amani trained with the warriors. She practiced with swords and spears, learned to command archers, and studied battle formations. At night, Mama Casey told her stories of her father, how he led his people with strength and honor. "You are his blood," Mama Casey said, "but you are also your mother's daughter. You have her heart. That is why you will win." One night, a scout returned to the camp with news. "King Sefu is preparing a feast," the scout said, "to celebrate his 10th year on the throne." Amani's eyes darkened. "Then that is when we will take it from him." The night of the feast, Amani's army gathered beneath the walls of Njoro. The gates were lightly guarded. King Sefu believed no threat could reach him. Amani crouched beside the one-eyed warrior. "Take the archers to the east wall. We'll strike from the north," The warrior nodded. Yes, my queen. Amani slipped through the shadows toward the palace. Inside the courtyard, Sefu's men drank and laughed around a large fire. Meat roasted on spits. Musicians played drums and flutes. Amani's eyes narrowed. This ends tonight. She raised her hand. A single flaming arrow shot through the night sky. It struck the roof of the palace, and the dry thatch burst into flames. Amani's warriors swarmed through the gates, weapons drawn. Sefu's men shouted in confusion, scrambling for their swords. Amani drew her father's sword. For Njoro! Her warriors answered as one. For Njoro! Amani fought her way through the courtyard. Sefu's guards blocked her path. She struck them down without hesitation. She reached the palace doors. Inside, King Sefu stood at the foot of the throne, sword in hand. He smiled coldly. I knew you would come. Amani stepped forward. You killed my family. Sefu's smile widened. Come, princess. Let us see if you are strong enough to be a queen. He lunged. Their swords met with a clash of steel. Sefu was strong, but Amani was faster. She ducked his strike and slashed at his side. Sefu stumbled, blood blooming beneath his tunic. He growled and came at her harder. Amani parried his blow, then spun and drove her sword into his chest. Sefu gasped, eyes wide. You are your father's daughter. Amani's voice was steady. I am my mother's daughter. She pulled the sword free and Sefu crumpled to the floor. When Amani stepped from the palace, the fighting had stopped. The last of Sefu's men had surrendered. Amani stood before the people of Njoro. I am Amani, daughter of Jabari and Naya, she said, and I have come home. The people bowed to her. The one-eyed warrior knelt before her, holding her father's crown. My queen. Amani took the crown and placed it on her head. The sun broke through the smoke-filled sky, casting golden light over the palace. Amani lifted her chin. Njoro is free. The people raised their voices in a single cry. All hail Queen Amani! All hail Queen Amani!